Hello, Otter Dan. How you doing? It's been a couple of days. I've been very busy. Actually playing with my friends on their modded server, just to have some fun. Or excuse me, vanilla server, not modded. And yeah, it's been good. Not bad at all. But definitely ready to get back here some little bit harder content. We do have a stacking mod now to alleviate some of the congestion we were having. It doesn't reduce the weight or anything, just slots basically. Anyway, I like it. We'll use it. It can make things way too heavy though. I don't guess we need stone daggers, but got a lot of weird things when I look at it compared to what I have in the other game. But that's okay. I'm going to stop talking about the other game and we'll figure out what we're doing here. It looks to me like we're still building our base. God, it's good to be back, guys. We got some decent weapons. We need a Thrall. Did these guys tame or craft yet? Nah, still very slow. It's probably going to be a couple of hours of actual play before we get to see them. We'll see. We have the Fashionist mod. It's slowly updating things correctly. We've got all of our weapons. Yep, looking good actually. Alright. Let's go find out what's in the Sorcerer's Cave this time. I'm hoping for some more decent loot. How's our attributes, by the way? I gotta see what the build is. Okay, we've gone Vitality, Grit, and Expertise. We still need to build into Strength, I guess. We could go Agility. Right now, we don't have a perk either way, and I'm not sure it actually matters either way at the moment. We're what, level 30? 22. We still got a long way to go. I don't know what it is, folks, but we've been having a lingering cough all day, so forgive that. I apologize. I think we're going to get over here and grab some of this coal with our pick that we didn't bring. Oh, we did bring it. Okay. Cool. Right, we have that mod. You know, I gotta say, going from vanilla to modded is something else entirely. I just hit level 60 over there, which is, you know, great and all, but I don't know. Vanilla seems to be missing something. I hit 60 and it, you know, you get all the stuff, but it's lacking something. I'm still fine with like the build restrictions. I don't think that you necessarily need to add more levels or something like that. I think I don't know. It's just missing something, and I don't know how to describe it. I'll be honest with you. Okay. Yeah, a little bit of juking there. I'm good with all that. Like, our mods, we don't have very many that are, like, overly impressive. We have, like, Fashionist. I just think there's a few things, you know, like this. Oh, look at that. I can lose some strength damage, but I get 1,000 carry capacity. Right now, at the early game, I will take that. If that means I have to use daggers, so be it. But it's like Vanilla Conan, you get the expertise thing, and you go Beast of Burden, which is great. But you're basically saying, I'm not riding a horse, I'm not riding a rhino, I'm not riding a camel, because none of those can carry everything, because you're going to be overweight, but still move, and they can't. If they put a rollable perk where they got Beast of Burden as well, even if you didn't, that would be huge. Or extra slots. The point I'm trying to make is there's plenty of options that they could do to tweak it. And honestly, their move to UE5 gives me some hope that they plan on adding some more dev time. That's what my thoughts are. Love to know what you guys think. You can leave them in the comments. Immune to bleed. They're worth a lot of yeah, I bet say they're worth a lot of XP though. I thought they gave me some demon blood and brimstone. Nice. Yeah, we're getting some corruption. They're gonna fight me one-on-one. I'm all for that. Wow. Well, we ran out of stam, but hey, we mostly botched that attack. Yeah, see, we're getting a full level for each one. Now, the only downside I've got is that we're getting corruption and we won't have a way to purify it. I mean, I guess we could go into Simpa room. Simpamaru or whatever it is. Ow. Oh, I wasn't sure we were gonna make that. Alright. I hear one in there. Alright. Got a few levels. Might as well jump in the water. We already got our sorcery book, didn't we? I don't remember. Yeah, we just need to make a thaumaturgy bench. That's good. Giving us a free... Oh, yes, please. Thank you. Too bad we don't have a loot key for that. There's the other one. Ow, of course, of course! Of course I freaking hit the ground. Ay vey. Alright, we gotta get out of here before we die of, bad luck. Are you kidding? They respawn that fast, huh? Run away! Ah! Oh, right, we can stack those now. That's nice. I was so tired of stacking with 10 bedrolls. That was so annoying. That's actually really, 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 really nice then. All right. I saw that VAM got got released for Conan Exiles enhanced. Not really sure on that one. You know, I wasn't exactly sold on this bar implementation. It's growing on me. Like, it's hard when you go from vanilla to this modded version with the bar. But for the most part, it's pretty nifty and pretty useful. Now, VAM does add Amazons to the Thrall camps, which, if I recall correctly, that was like our major problem the other day, is we were dealing with a bunch of Amazons. Like, they weren't offering us prime shipping. Main thing is we need levels and we need stats. Yep, there's the Amazon patrolling. Yep. Okay, I remember what's going on. There's Amazons on that camp, the camp over there, and this camp. That's why we're having issues getting Thralls. Oh, we have 2 points. Right, we got 2 levels. Yeah. I mean, for one hit, wasn't bad. What level was that? 25? Nice. All right. Well, I would say authority if we were going to go thrall, but we're not really. Expertise helps us gather more, which would be useful in our current situation. Yeah. All right. I think we'll go with an agility build. Just because of the gem we have. It's probably for the best. All right. Cannery. The pelts are coming in. Good. What is this steel trident? Ooh. Maybe we should have gone. I don't know. 35 damage, 35 damage, 32 damage, but it's long. I might include that just for giggles, just to make sure I have a long option. Jumping to hardened steel is a big jump. I like it. We'll keep these in the back in case they're needed, I guess. We did have some stuff to stack. That's good. We do need brimstone for steel fire. We don't even have a yeah, we're still very low on metal. Maybe our new pick will help out with that a little bit. We could go deal with the rock noses, maybe with some shield smash or sun. We need sunder is what we need. I don't suppose you have sunder. No, of course not. Sunder would make things a lot easier. Bleed, armor pin. No, we need well, let's do that to start with. And I guess we can try to go knock out a baby thrall. Can we build a thrall wheel is the other question, I guess. Where's it at? Where's the crafting hammer? I can't see it. I really don't see it. Am I blind? Throw the steel bar in there. Yeah, we did have a Tome of Korok. Okay, cool. Our sorcerer spell pages are in here. That's funny. Where is our we're gonna do that just so that we can get some better boxes. Yeah. Okay, we're gonna have to craft one of these. I've looked 3 times, I can't find it. It's on my bar. Never mind. Good times, good times. We're short on metal. We can make a large chest. Cool. Alright, there's some food. Take that. Why do we have that? I don't even know. That's almost broke. We'll just dump that. Anything else? Extra concussive damage might be useful in our fight with Thralls, maybe? Anything else in here that would be useful? Once we get a compress, that'll be nice. Okay. All this has marginal use at least. We'll go with this. Yep, we'll put that in there. Throw our bedroll in here. No, we'll throw our bedroll in here and put the cooked food in here. Yeah, like that. Already have one water skin apparently. Alright. I see. I see. What does it cost to make the sorcery? Crystal, stone, and iron. Same 3 problems. Alright. And the thrall wheel, do we have the stuff to make a thrall wheel? We will be back on top of this all in just a little bit. Alright. More metal and stone. Alright. So it sounds to me like I need to go over here and deal with these rock noses on the other side of this valley. And hopefully with that I can get a bunch of metal, build another forge. We'll go with that for the goal. Wow, he sort of just exploded. Good with that. Oh no. Lots of running away, guys. Lots of running away. Still early days, still getting resources, still getting... Yep, a lot of stuff to deal with. Basic rock nose shouldn't be a problem. We don't have VAM installed, so... They're a big and thick, but once you actually have, you know what? We're going to actually, yeah, we only use one weapon at a time, so we're going to do this. Yeah, these things aren't that scary when you actually get around to it. Now, if you have VAM installed, don't be up here. VAM completely changes the game. No, not literally. I mean, it's too dangerous to be up here. There's too many balls for level rock noses, which are designed for in-game content. Basically, anywhere where a normal rock nose can spawn, they can spawn. And they is a problem. Well, good news is we've got a lot of metal now. And we have enough to build another forge, which we should do. We're gonna get some wood simply for a forge. All right. Good levels too. That one might be a big one. Nope. Saw the white eyes, thought it was something else. There's white eyes and green eyes, and they all mean something, but I have no clue. This one looks like it's iron. Should be one more in here somewhere. Right there? Nice. There we go. I can't tell if that's another rock nose or if that's simply a rock. We're gonna go with simply a rock. I do love the new RE5 or UE5 destruction physics. Those are nice. And we're only at a third of our carry capacity with that gem installed, so we're going to keep on going. That extra carrying capacity is totally worth the 3% damage reduction. Honestly, if I was them, I would have probably made it a flat 3% damage reduction for both agility and strength myself, but it is what it is. Maybe make a lesser one with one or both of those, like one for strength, one for agility, and maybe 100 to 50 carry capacity. But make the 1,000 one both of them. look at that. Loving the modern UI. Loving seeing my numbers go up. It's the simple things. We're at half carry capacity. We're still at 2 times damage, so if we actually get hit by something crazy, we will die. It's not like we have decent armor. I think we're at 280. There we go. That's the difference between modded and vanilla, is that build flexibility. Like, I would normally have a formulaic build. I would know exactly what I'm going to do. But now, it's, if I get a gem, I might completely, you know, it might be worth it for me to completely re-roll and, you know, synergize with that gem. It just depends. And honestly, a 3% DPS for damage, not a big enough deal to throw away a reach roping, especially when these things don't bleed. No rock bleeds forever, my son. Anyway. Already at 900. Yeah, we're definitely gonna need throw in multiple forges to get them power cooking our stuff. Once we get some thralls, it'll make things a lot easier. But until then, it's sort of, we have to brute force it, because it takes forever. You know, I don't know why we're wasting our precious carry capacity on wood. Hindsight is 2020, but still. It does not bleed. I may toss that wood out and just get it over there by the crocs. Although, I think this was the playthrough we had 2 demonic crocodiles, isn't it? Yeah, I think so. I think that was the huge issue. And they don't reset because of our single player file. It's not like it's a live server. Yeah, see, our stack doesn't actually reduce weight. It's not like it's one of those kinds of stacking mods. So it's not really a cheat, it's just for organization. Which I guess it does help with the stacks. The slots, I should say. And we're overweight. Yeah, we'll ditch half the wood. And the sticks. Wait, half the wood didn't even put us under? What? Wow. Okay. I guess we are RTB then. We are at capacity. And we are thirsty. That's okay though. We should be able to make it back. Oh, we have water. Duh. There we go. Disaster averted. I think we can get 2 levels if we kill all the rock noses down here. Which wouldn't be too hard.
Yeah.
As long as we can stun lock them. Yeah, we're not going to be able to farm them though. We're farming XP, but nothing else. Alright. We can get another level with these 2. These things used to scare me so much. Ow. See? One bad move. Third of my health. So the trick with these rock noses is always use something with range. I wouldn't go stone spear. I would at least do iron. And if you do iron, you are going to run yourself out of stamina. Until you get to steel, you're not going to effectively kill them unless you have spect strength. And if you have, cool. You know, more power to you. Literally. This trident looks so... The trident as a weapon in general has always looked very, silly to me. Not gonna lie. Alright, why are we doing this? Well, because we needed some wood to actually be able to put some more pieces down. I would like to block these last 2 hyena spawns, even though that we've basically become effective at killing them. I would rather them not be here. I guess it's right here. We're gonna see if that gets them or not. And then we're going to try to throw the wood away, and that put us right at it. Good, perfect. Because literally the next thing we're going to need is to build more walls. Alright, crafting stations. We're going for, yeah, furnaces. One. Two. Three. And then we'll just move the 4th one over. Alright, put that in. We'll start it with half of this. We'll start it with that. Obviously, we're not going to be able to get all that cooked down in that time, but at least it's starting it, and then we can also then take care of... eventually, that last one will just be for stone. As our needs to sort of dwindle, we'll shift our priorities. But right now, yeah, we need metal for just about every single item. Alright, we're going to try to kill the demonic croc. What say you guys? You think we can do it? Alright. Let's see if we can do it. I don't think this one's it. Where's the bad one? Oh, and a nice rune. What do we get? Strength weapon damage, follower damage. See, we can't even make up our mind. That just literally canceled out what we just lost. Alright. Yeah. We're not going to benefit from backstab, but that's okay. So neither one of these. Nor this one. What do you guys think? Should we pick a class? Or is that too cheesy? I'm not even sure if subclasses are going to be a thing this time around, because I didn't see any mention of it. He might have taken the opportunity to dial back some of the ridiculousness. Because his subclasses were sort of broken. Yes, they made things different, for sure. But yeah, they were broken. All right. That harvesting XP change, that is such a major difference. Okay, we dodged that just in time. Alright. That and the fact that we get these fragments of power constantly. That's very nice. They're so hard to get in vanilla. I don't even know if they're a vanilla item, to be honest with you. I don't see them. Love that food poisoning is not a stacking buff. It's a little bit broken, but I still love it. Well, we got another level. I guess critters change, the critter spawns change whenever we log out, maybe? That seems a bit... I guess. It doesn't save the data. I guess that's why this is a lot more stable than Ark, but still slightly annoying. I can definitely tell a lot of the improved stabilization here. So, yeah, far be it from me to complain very loudly about much of anything in this with the game in its current state. It's really nice now. All right, can we build another carpentry? We can. Yeah. Are you still crafting? Yeah. All right. All right, first things first. Dump that off. That gives us 4 hours of crafting time. 6 hours of crafting time. 6 hours of crafting time. I would put other stuff in there, but it honestly doesn't matter. It won't automatically swap over. We need bark pretty badly, it looks like. We're going to run out before this is done for sure. We did get some extra crystal. That's nice. And we have no slots for that. Okay. Why are there bugs in here? We need to make a fishing trap, maybe? Where are we at in our progressions? Let's see, guys. I say we go for the extra armor pen. No, let's go healer. No. Authority. Do not do this when you're doing in-game builds, but we're gonna try to get some thralls, so we definitely need to go ahead and do that. High Main's arsenal's already available to us. That's interesting. They have a ring I love to craft. Alright, let's see what we've got. We have points for the next tier of building we could hit. Looks like we got the whole thing. Alright. Lots of clan stuff, apparently. Treasure coffer. Island barber. I guess that lets us redo our character. We can do extra fishing stuff. That's cool. We don't get that till level 60. All that's level 60. So we can't even make the ring I like to make until 60. That's fine. We can up tier our crafting material stuff. That's good. We'll go with fluid press and the fishing basket. And why not? Because we need to do that. I would say go for the horse. We got the points. But we're also starting to get into that part where we need to do other things. The glyph upgrading I've actually never messed with here in EAA. I know there's a way there's a way to get it all done, and like it's a risk every time. Fair enough. I don't know. EA core stuff, never really understood that. I think that has to do with all the class things. Tamers, yeah. See, there you go. Shadow, whatever a Kawaka is. Whatever. EA professional herbalist. Buy glyphs. Herbalist grinder. Interesting. A gather bow sickle. Interesting. That's cool, I guess. All right. Fashion display. Let's at the bazaar anyway. I do like that they've added all of the DLC as a constant thing, and this is the stuff that rotates now. I do like market cart. That sounds pretty cool. Although it's just a goofy thing. Wait a second. Is this actually? If this actually hooked up to a horse or something, that would be totally worth it for me. That would be amazing. I just had the whole problem of moving half my stuff to a secondary base with a rhino and a horse, and it took away one of my thralls, and I hated that. So that would be big. We'll get that. I'm not really ready to spend on anything else, I don't think. It's not like we're in a position to make any of these higher end building materials. We're still on our first set of stuff, so. Alright. Can we make any of the alchemy stuff? We've already got a bench. We need more iron bars for a bowl and more bricks. Yeah. Well, it seems like that's the general consensus for most things. Now, the fluid press we can actually make, which means we could go... Oh, we can make a fireball cauldron, too. Let's, that's sort of big. Although I should have just waited and gone for the big one. I don't know why I did that. Whatever. I got excited. It is what it is. I still don't like that it's not a craft all system, but hey, whatever. Alright, we need to go get more bark. And here's the downside, is where pick is going to die pretty quickly. It is what it is, though. You know, a lot of people like Noob River. It's got a dungeon at the end of it. It's got access to the jungle. It's not as dusty and dry, but you know, this secondary river here, the sort of winding river that literally goes through like the heart of the exiled lands, basically. Yeah. Still love it. Still great. Still not sold on the river bifurcating as it does, though, on the map. Of course, the secondary spillway is more of a estuary anyway. Except for it flows on the other side, which is weird. So literally the river splits. And we're coming along with some bark at least. Our hatchet will not be in vain. We unlocked steel tools, but we don't have the steel to repair it. I can almost guarantee you. Yeah, the gathering thing that says you'll gather nodes twice as fast. What that effectively does is that gives you the same yield for less durability loss. So I mean, it's worth it. If you ever asked, it's totally worth it. Yeah, the only downside to Conan's probably the repetitive gameplay loop. Or is that the upside? I don't know. That's the same for all survival games though, right? You go out, you gather, you get a little time to explore, you get a little time to dungeon or whatever. Whatever the side quest is for getting more gear in a different way. And then you get to go back to the grind. I mean, you always have a good sense of progression in a well-designed survival game. You can play Conan for many different reasons. You can play them to build bases. You can play them for the combat, which the combat's top of the line. You can play it to just climb a mountain. It doesn't really matter why you play it. It's just that you play it. And Conan does a great job of giving you a reason to play it. So. I do like that stuff goes to my side. Alright. I almost want to have another one of these going. Can I make another one of those? That's funny. That's all that going to the second tier or make, you know, slowing things down does is it makes it so that you want to have more than one building. Which in that case, you haven't really done anything design worthy to make it, you know, be impressive. We're gonna go ahead and pull the hyena fur. And we're gonna hit this twice, drag that back in. That should be put it on about fair conversion rating. Alright. We want that last one for the drying rack we're gonna put up. Cooking? No. Farming? No. Drying rack requires more shape wood. They still haven't finished cutting the shape wood yet? 18 and 10. No, they have not. We probably just used some. Alright. Sorcery? Says no. We still need more crystal. Which we can get crystal from the Cave of the Degenerates. We should do that for sure. That'll be our next stop. And then we need to go pick up some brimstone for sure as well. What else do we need? We could go for fishing, but that eats our shaped wood as well. That's interesting. That's actually very interesting. the behavior isn't that it slows down progression, it's that you have to build more to compensate. Maybe that's not good game design now that I think of it. We'll see. I mean, that's what we're partially here for, right? See me make a fool of myself occasionally? Alright. Let's get some wood in this dryer. Alright. What do we have left in the wood department? Are we out? Are we serious? I did all that and we're out of wood. Uh-huh. Irony. Alright. Look at that sky, guys. Look at that sky. Yeah, the longer craft times would be not a problem if you had the ability to log out. You know, you set a bunch of stuff up to craft, go to bed, 10, 12 hours later, come back to the game, and, you know, it's all done. I guess it's technically still the case. We could lower it down to 2 and make it 1 with Thralls, which effectively, when Thralls come into play, it won't change anything. Maybe not do that. It definitely gets you on board to get Thralls in your gameplay fast. Which I do like that. I mean, the whole point is to dominate. It's dark, but it's just the right amount of light to see. I actually love the light like this. Full moon. I don't think there's phases of the moon, so that's probably a good thing. Alright. Good times, good times. Cave of the Degenerate should be like right here, yep. Some free XP. And some crystals, more importantly. Okay, see, they start spawning. That's sort of weird. Alright, see, that was worth looking for. So, I'll show you guys an interesting secret when we get sorcery unlocked a little bit. You guys are going to be going, wow. Ow. Is that the last of them? Okay, cool. Yeah, we gotta gather them this way. That's sort of annoying. I mean, 400 should have us sorted, right? Surely 600, right? Alright, let's get 1,000. Let's go for 1,000. We should be able to get 1,000, right? Yeah, there it goes. Alright. 1,000 crystals should be fine. I don't know if you guys have noticed, but in that top left corner, you'll see a plus 30 XP ever so often. I think that's from crafting the shaped wood. I don't think the furnaces give it any, but I think the carpenter bench does. Could be wrong. Could definitely be wrong. Huh. That critter hasn't respawned again. See, some of them they'll hit right back to back to back, but then they will be a long time before you hit again. Alright, looks like we might have actually nipped those hyena spawns in the bud. I like it. We're gonna pop that one and call it a day. Those are gone. I know that. A lot of servers won't like you doing that. Just an FYI. Blocking spawns. For me personally, I consider it just a good way to secure your area. But that's myself. I'm sure there's a server reason why you don't want to do it. Interesting. Does that do anything for us? Or do we just do it like that? And then that gives us a doorway in. Maybe we do it that way. Get ourselves a doorway in. Out this way, out onto this. That seems fair. It's not quite a hexagon, it's more like a... it's offset too. Look at that. The top corner's there, but the bottom corner's here. That might drive me crazy. We'll see. Alright, next glyph. Minus 100 HP, but plus 2 grit. So more stamina and more armor. Yeah, that's definitely not worth it for me. You know, I'm good. I'm not that good. All right, we're starting to produce here. That's good. Let's get our wood in the... I almost want to call it the air fryer, but I know that's not right. All right. We should be able to craft our... Nope. You would have thought so, but we did just use up all of our stone. Alright, there's 2k stone. That should be enough to get our soul study in order. Looks like the game agrees with us. Oh, we can already upgrade our Tome of Karak. Excellent. What's the first spell we get? Blood Rite, Wisp, Soul Drain. And we need Sorcerer's Pages and Feathers. Feathers aren't a huge issue. We definitely would have to... did we turn this off? No, we didn't. Okay, cool. I just wanted to make sure. We need to go get some sorceresses or sorcerers and see if we can get some more spell pages. So yeah, we can do that in just a second. For the sake of argument, we're going to do... I would normally just do a cool window. So I'm just going to put that there as a placeholder. Maybe to remind me to do that. We'll see. I'd like some window there too. You have to use tier 3 materials on Windows now. It's sort of frustrating. I used to be able to do it with just the building restrictions mod, but to each their own. Alright, so if this is off center, can I go out one more and solve the problem? That's what, 1, 2, 3, 1, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. We actually start hitting the sand. I mean, it's not a huge issue, but I would like to not hit the sand, maybe. That would be a nice goal. Alright, we're out of stone again. And our pick's almost dead. Alright, next thing we're going for then is feathers. and sorcerer's pages. So what we'll try to do is there is a camp with a possible sorcerer or a Yogg priest. It depends. Right down here. We're going to look above and see if there is a whatchamacallit. Amazon. If there is an Amazon, we'll have to avoid it. We finished blacksmithing. Nice. Must have been from... We didn't craft anything, so we must have picked up something and it counted. That figures. Cast a spell is all we need to be a full-blooded sorcerer. If you recall, this is the one when we got headshot earlier. Alright, we don't have a... Yeah, there comes the sorcerer. That's a sorcerer 3. Okay, we got him knocked out. Tanner down. Probably should have got the Tanner too, but I mean, there's that. Ow. Was a little desperate. Looks like we just have a pair of archers, maybe. It'd be nice if one of those is a dancer. Archer 3. Yeah, you back off. That's fine. I know how to play this game. Okay. We're just gonna grab everything in here for now. We'll sort through everything else in just a minute. We'll break everything down that we can and go from there. We need what, cloth to make the bindings? Could use some actual fiber, not this fake fiber stuff. I think that's where we died once. There's usually something over here too. It doesn't look like it's it's not. It's a basic fighter. But say it looks like it's not a Amazon. I've had an Amazon there before. Free coal, absolutely take free coal. Always mine coal. Are we not going to find any fiber in the area? I mean, yeah, it's a desert. Nope, that doesn't count. Okay, but we have to go all the way down to the river for it, I guess. Fine by me. Just mirror to the river look a little silty. Don't know. Alright, fiber bindings. We're going to craft one of those while we do this. Most people don't realize it, but twine is your first converted material that you get in the game. Because you go 7 twine to make one, you make grass to make twine. It's very low maintenance, so most people don't even think about it. I don't want to eat that. Where is the... Oh. It went to where it was supposed to go. Never mind. Stop complaining. I'm not sure the sorcerer would be the first one to knock out normally anyway, but... we'll see what we can do. Gonna what? Take metal and twine and stone. We should have the stone though. No, we don't have stone. We're out of stone, right? I think that was what we were having the problem with. So one thing we did think about when we did all this is because of the extra cost and because of the extra the time and stuff, we added extra durability to sort of give it a bit of a base. So it's things that you make will last longer. Yeah, we need more stone. All right, drop them off. And let's go try to mine as much stone as we can before this thing breaks. We might try one of the weapon repair kits. They'd probably be worth it. Even with the durability loss. All right. There we go. We do have a weapon repair kit. We'll pop it on there. Our durability is what? 300 and something? Yeah, 330. That is fine. The repair kits might actually be worth using a lot, at least in early game. Before you get things like hardened steel and stuff that you can repair from raw. Yeah. Okay. We got a sorcerer. Unfortunately, okay. Well, there you go. You were the one with the other coal. There you go. Well, that's going pretty well. There we go. Severed arm. Sunder and armor penetration, huh? Okay. I think we're ready to do the what is it? The Portable dismantling bench. Oh my god, it's gonna take forever to craft. That's fine. Alright, we need some food for the thrall. To get all thrallified on. There's some of that, there's some of that. We have a cook fire right here. Bring some of that hard-earned wood back. Bam, 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 bam. You might as well cook it, I guess. Oh, we can put the, it's a little disturbing, but we can put this in here for this. Also make pulp. Supposedly there's a way to do bugs or something in there. But if there is, I don't know it. Okay, we actually need to let the gruel cook first. Then we'll do the rest. We need more coal. We'll just use the wood. Wait, don't we have wood in here? We do. There you go. Problem solved. Alright. Should give us, what, 10? At least get it started, you know? I mean, that'll help us a little bit. We should definitely actually go knock out a combat thrall, too. Isn't there 1/4 thrall taking? Yeah. Knock out a fighter or archer. Oh yeah, we were gonna make the, what, the portable thing, right? Where's it at? Did we, because we took it out of the wood out of our inventory, we didn't make it? Are we serious here, game? It looks like we didn't make it because of the portable. Okay. Whatever. Leave it in there then. Leave it in there. We go over there, I guess. See what our luck is on maybe getting a thrall from there. Are our hyenas grown yet? No. I'm afraid this is gonna be a forever project. I think maybe the crafting is too low for that. But like I said, we're testing this before I ever suggest this for a server config. Alright. Let's put all the food over there in the thing. We have some attribute points. We'll throw that in authority. Because it does add to our concussive damage. Which is extremely useful. There's a bunch of nice tier 4 thralls that sometimes spawn over here. I really like this spot for that reason, but yeah. We can get a fighter 2, fighter 3 even. I would be happy. At least to start with. Obviously, they're junk, but... There is a reason why I actually put a Thrall wheel over here, just to avoid having them spawn on top of me. Alright, we have a craftsman and a warrior of some sort. Let's try to get the craftsman. We're pulling them separate here. He's gonna come up. We can't see what he is, though. If we get too close, he's gonna... Okay, blacksmith 2. Make sure you keep your stamina. He's always going to get first hit if you aren't careful. Like that. So, dodge. And bam. Okay. Let's see what you are, sir. Come here. Melee, fighter 2. Okay. Now. Ow. We need to disengage. Alright, we have plus 30% concussive damage right now. We should be able to take this guy out a little bit easier. And hopefully... He didn't quite... Oh, he did fully reset. That's fine.
Sharp, pup, are yours?
Okay, they're both down. Alright. I would say get the blacksmith first, but we're gonna get the fighter first. Oh, and we're also gonna swap to the Thrall, take a journey. Alright. Probably the hyenas will be back by the time we get back. Hopefully they won't actually kill the guy on the ground. I don't know how they... I don't know if the AI targets unconscious. I know allied AI doesn't. But, you never know. Alright. Go for another Wheel of Pain. We don't actually use the blacksmith yet. But we will use the warrior for sure. An extra trudgeon will help us knock out other things. A little bit more combat support. There's always a good reason to bring one of these guys. Alright. We're gonna use this to help convert him. 4 hours of cooking time? I mean, they're progressing. They're progressing more than that, silly, set of hyenas is. Alright. Are we saying we don't have enough metal for another Thrall? That doesn't surprise me at all. Looks like the Crocs are back. We could deal with them real quick, I guess. That might be a big one. That one back there. I think it just looks big. I mean, these Crocs, they're good eating. They're good for hide. Good for XP. I mean, you just really can't go wrong with them. That's why this place is such a valuable starter spot. I mean, obviously you're not at the crossroads of, you know, major things, but you are in the middle of the map. You got Savannah here. You can go over to Semperoom or the Salt Fields. You can literally go over here for Brimstone at Exiles Reach or whatever it is. You got several Thrall camps that's your options. You've got the summoning place. All sorts of good stuff. I went too far, didn't I? Yeah, I got lost in the dark. Yeah, it happens to all of us. These bushes, they're so, yeah, they're so easy to miss. Alright. Yep, thought the hyenas would be here. Oh, they killed the guy! Did they really? Aww. Man. Are you serious? Or did he already wake up? It's a Tanner too now. Oh god, I'm stuck. Okay. I think my potion's still active. I would definitely take a Tanner too. Okay. I guess they did kill it. Which a Tanner's better than a blacksmith, honestly. I have nothing against a blacksmith, but a Tanner is going to give me more oil, which gives me the option to get more steel fire. So, or tar, I should say, not oil. Oh yeah, that'll be fine. That'll actually give me a big reduction there. That'll be very useful. Man, these potions last pretty long. It doesn't give me a time thing, but it is giving me, looks like a countdown timer at the bottom of the potion bottle. So, kudos for that little bit of a design work. We don't have the leather. We're close. Should have the leather now. Yeah, there you go. $35. Well, at least they shouldn't kill her now. Oh, man. He's slowly coming. Yeah, we're gonna end up having to make another thing of metal. Let's add 200 here. And 200 here. And we are going to, instead of doing this, we'll do this. Do some more metal. Get it to produce faster. A smith or a smelter would be a godsend right now. Not gonna lie. But we will stop complaining. We are trying this out, so we'll get it done. This bread has a really long expiration time. I like it. All right, we're full. $45. Well, while that's doing that, let's go farm some more stone. And stuff down here. Oh yeah, we didn't actually put up our stone, did we? Oh well. We probably should make some more twine, because we will be going through that a lot. So we'll pull out a sickle for that. Alright, let's make some twine out of this. So, one thing I am a little... I'm not going to say the word confused. Not even frustrated. Baffled. Is you get the craft multiple button, and the default is exactly how much you have in your inventory instead of what the total available to craft is. Why is it not default to... I guess I sort of get it, but it makes it feel like the AoE crafting pull system was a second thought. Which it could have been. It definitely could have been. They go, hey, what does our game have that others don't? AoE crafting. We should do that. They were, of course, correct. They should do that. We'll see. They've been making some improvements to the game, though. We're going to pick up some aloe and see if we can make some better bandages, maybe. Oh, look at all the berries we got out of that one. Oh, you can see the berries in them. I went around through the highlands trying to find the berry bushes there, and they all look like basically the same grass. They're not giving me berries, and I'm like, I don't see the berry bushes. And they're like, yeah, it's the ones with the berries. And I'm like, duh. And they're like, no, seriously, the ones with the berries on them. Yeah, I had one of those moments. It's okay. Still quite can't craft another wheel, but we can thankfully knock out some more of this. I'm assuming you guys know about the using the fence foundation to lower the height of pillars when you want to inset something. It's a cool little effect. Doesn't really have any major perks or anything, but you know, still something interesting. Alright. That'll keep random things from just walking in here. Well, for now, we're gonna... It'll be... Eventually, it'll be upgraded into a, gateway. Obviously. That's totally what that design's for, but... Until then... Yeah, we'll just hold off. Alright, can we make a Thrall wheel now? Yes, we can. Alright, let's go make sure our Thrall's still here. I don't want it disappearing on me. That was interesting. You can make it out here, but you cannot make it in there. Alright, 10 or 2 in here. Let's see what they've made for food. Yeah, I'd like to know what your sandstone stairs options are. They say no sandstone stairs for you. Okay. I'll have to farm more stone in a second. We will put more shredded roast in there. We've got a lot of shredded roast. There's no reason not to. And if it's gonna burn for 14 hours or 4 hours, yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and do that. Alright. I guess our next... Yeah, we'll go over here. Farm up this rock formation and then, that one over there. We might go to the Dafari camp at the far end, where the scorpion is, and see what kind of thralls we might be able to get from there. There'll be a lot of hyenas on the way. Good XP farm. Good leather farm. Good options. I would love to get a Taskmaster. That's my next... a Smelter or a Taskmaster. Either one. Both would be a huge win. Also a Woodworker. Or Carpenter, I guess. Because those things... I mean, I'm not saying a blacksmith's not going to help. I just think those are the more immediate things that I'm crafting right now. So I'll get faster crafts and more efficient crafts, hypothetically. I mean, for steel reinforcements, you literally need a blacksmith to give you the recipe for the most effective way of doing it. If you're not doing it that way, you are wasting so much steel fire and steel. It is ridiculous. Did we ever make the... We did make the barrel this time successfully. Op success, guys. Because we'll be able to break stuff down, and that's very useful in mid-game. Like, in-game, 50-50 on usefulness. Usually the stuff you're finding at in-game is mostly junk anyway, so you're breaking it all down for just material to keep things going. But you'll find star metal stuff. Alright, that's actually really nice. The way that cartels into two different ways to come in the same way. I'm good with that. That's nice. We're gonna put this in here. Are we already... We're already at 20 metal. That's nice. Really quickly, we're going to drop this down. Oh, they made it smaller. I actually liked it when it was the bigger barrel. I did not mean to damage it, though. Oh, well. What do we have that we can break down? Oh, yeah, the stuff I'm not going to use. The steel stuff, basically. Why not use it? We can. And I might actually keep the greatsword just in case. For backup weapon. Or in case, you know, we get a good Thrall that needs it. The Thrall should have at least a half-decent weapon, though. Alright. Drop that. Pop that. We actually needed that steel skinning knife. Oh, well. What else is new? We'll see if that doesn't actually... I was wondering if that would or not. Alright, so we're getting some steel bars out of that. That's pretty good. Bone, I'm assuming? Yeah. Maybe some shaped wood. Oh, some silk, actually. I will try to remember that. Throw that in there. Throw that in there. Like I said, the tanner's going to be a huge help when we get to that. A cook would be nice. For the exact same reason what we're doing. We're watching it. Things spoil more than we actually get to process. We'll keep the aloe seeds. I'm not too caring about the desert pulp. We'll try to grain those. We'll try to crush those as well. Yeah, we'll go for that. See, we're starting to get out of the primitive Stone Age, and we're starting to get options for Thralls, so... Yeah, coming up. So we're gonna go try our raid on that Dafari camp, I think. And we're gonna do it for two reasons. One, XP. Two, we're basically killing time anyway. So why not? And then three, got nothing else better to do. Yeah, we'll throw that down there, why not? Matter of fact, what we're fighting would not be a bad thing to throw these down here. The ostriches attack really fast. I see 2 archers and 2 warriors, it looks like. And he blocked. Okay, that one's gone. Ow. Ow. And I got killed by the archer. If it, I'll be honest with you, if the archer hadn't have got me there, the ostrich probably would have. Anyone from Australia can tell you emus and ostriches are evil. It is what it is, folks. We're getting a death penalty? There's a death penalty in this, really? Good to know. There's not one in vanilla. Okay. Let's get out of the archer's range and get over here to this thing. Guess what we need? Feathers, and we don't have the normal thing to farm it. That's okay. So this is the guy from the other side. Wait, did they just all respawn? Because I died? Wait, is that how single player works? Okay. I'm gonna assume that's how single player works. Let's patch up. Where's our pants? Are our pants broken? Our pants finally broke. Okay. I still haven't figured out what shellback hatchling shells are for. I should probably look it up one day. But I'm a little... It hasn't come up enough for me to actually do that. Like, some things I've looked up. Because this game is just so... silent when it comes to what is what. Okay. Alright. We'll break down what we don't want. Honestly, I'm not a huge proponent in all this, but we can convert this into blood, and blood's useful in a lot of things. Maybe we just pick it instead. We get a lot more hide that way, but it farms better. I'm good with that. Alright. Osterich has this. You. So we're gonna have to use the sickle, I think, for the feathers. But that's fine. There's one more guy here. Can I steal a few eggs? Yeah, nice. Nice. Come on. Give me enough time to actually get my stamina back, guys. Thank you. You can actually harvest eggs from them as well. Okay. Well, that's not too terrible. Taxidermied spider. Alright, what do we got? Water, food. Bandages are always very useful. We need to get more armor. Unfortunately, our fur leggings are sort of screwed at the moment. Oh, we're actually down 2 fur pieces at the moment. Okay, we should probably switch back to the ranged. The goal is to line them up together so that they don't get to nip at us like that. And we don't have our... No. Alright. There should be like, what, 2 more hyenas over here? I'm not even sure. Look at that dust. Giant scorpion should be over there somewhere, but I don't see it. Does it not render in? Oh, there it goes. Was it just there and I didn't see it? Or was it... It might have been so far into the dust I didn't see it. Oh, it de-renders right here. Okay. And then it doesn't re-render for... until you get too close. Okay. I'm sure that helps with the, running the game.
I go to the great feast.
Hey, that's 1 down. A fighter 3. Oh, those are both Amazons, aren't they? Yep, time to run. I can't deal with those fireballs or fireballs. We got to keep going. Trick is to edge walk them a little bit. Why are these things back? Wait, do they respawn every time we leave render? All the ostriches are back. All the thrall people are back. Yeah. Everything respawns when we leave render. All the animals do anyway. Honestly, it would be better to play on this server, it seems like. At least then you have persistent... what's the word? Oh look, sandstorm. Look at that timing, guys. Alright, these are still slow. Yeah. We sort of knew that would be how that would go. We need to move this inside, please. Alright. Impaled skull, taxidermy things, wind chimes, yeah. I mean, most of this is going to be bones. King Rocknose head trophy. Some of it's a little useful. Dafari sword. We're getting some metal out of this. We'll eat those things. That'll top us off. We can pop the flesh in the press. I don't really care about that. I screwed it up. I canceled the queue from here, didn't I? Okay. That's slightly better. Do we have a grinder yet? I don't think we do. Can we do ceilings? Wait, what? How does that work? Oh, wow. Right. I forgot that's how that we did that. I'm like, what? How are they different? Oh, that's probably up to here, sheltered. That's not bad. We didn't even put a door in here. Now we have a door in there. Alright, we're going left and right on the pattern, so... Bam. Now we have a window. Yeah, I know, it's sort of weird. But that's the way we gotta do it. There. Good. And let's do side pillars. Yeah. There we go. That actually might help with the structure too. I like that. That looks pretty good actually. And we'll do the side pillars over here to frame it, make it look nice. I like it. So we got the feathers. We just need a fixed page, right? And sorcery says we need yeah. Alright. We can work with this evil. We have the camps nearby. It's absolutely not a problem. Just instead of wiping out that middle camp, we can just drag them over here. I think that works. We're sort of sheltered here. We're not fully. We should probably finish this. Maybe wall. I wouldn't say no to walls. Like right here. And then a door maybe. Yeah. Another doorway maybe. That feels right. Okay. Then we just have to see what stocks are. Yeah, we're getting lowish. Probably would, knowing the way this game works. Probably. I am sort of curious why they think a different face has different levels of support than others. But, yeah. It's their game. I don't question it. Oh, there we go. Making lots of progress here, guys. Tar is starting to produce really well. Yeah. Overall, I'd say we made a lot of progress today. Let's go check a theory real quick. These rocks have respawned. So resources don't respawn like the creatures do, apparently. I have zero problem with that, to be honest with you. Yeah, zero problem. The crocs didn't respawn, though. Like, there's no crocs. And it's been plenty of time. But the humanoids over there seem to be... maybe that's a bug. Maybe the automatically respawning people in that camp is definitely a bug. I don't know. We desperately need more clothes, though. Our spear is getting very damaged. Let me guess. Hyena. Yeah. Good guess. That is a tier 4 Thrall. Maybe he gives us actual decent armor. If we can manage to kill him. Or he de-aggros. Of course he did. Ow. Of course he didn't drop anything either. Ow. That hurt a lot. You just don't know, guys. You just don't know. We'll try to do the eating buff and the medic buff and everything else. We did lose the knockout buff when we died. That is okay though. All right. Armorer 1. Okay. What's my other option here? Fighter 2? We'll kill that. And no gear from her either. I'm being stingy. Anyway, we'll take our Armorer 1. It'll help with some basic stuff. We may not have enough metal. Really? Not enough metal yet. Okay. Interesting. Let's go check the forges, see what's going on. 13. Yeah, we're just not producing fast enough. I think we could do a temporary one. Yep, we'll grab that. Toss it in here and get it lit. Yeah. Alright guys, I tell you what, we've been doing pretty good here. I'm going to go ahead and call it for the night here. Appreciate everyone being here. We'll all let it AFK for, I don't know, maybe an hour or so. See if we can get some basic progress going, whatnot. Then we'll see you guys on the next one. And then we'll pick up from there. In the meantime, enjoy the outro and Otter out. Have a good night, everyone.
It was then, when Otter was done, that the stream ended. But who knows what lingers for future adventure.